Now, in these conditions, you wouldn't bet against these Dunlop brothers. They do the racing in Northern Ireland on the road circuits. It's generally wet over there anyway.
Yeah, and of course, Michael was leading the Supersport that we had on Monday. The R6 Yamaha blew an oil seal, blew it twice for that matter, but he told me he's got it fixed.
I just feel that these Dunlop brothers, you know, might just, I won't say love the conditions, but if it's wet, they're quite prepared to put up with them and probably have more experience on this kind of road when it's wet.
Well, and it was a bit damp there, but he was still pinned on his bike through the bottom of Bray Hill over Aggo's Leap here, and you can just see some of those damp patches where the trees have been hanging over the side. The flags are out warning these guys what is going on. But, of course, Michael and William and Ryan Farquhar's not in the race, of course, racing these kind of conditions all the time in the roads.
Absolutely, yeah. Not only when it's wet, you have to consider where it's going to be wetter than others, where the puddles are going to be, but you've got to think about things like manhole covers, places where bus stops are, because oil's likely to have dribbled out of the bus, you know, all this kind of stuff. Yeah,
into Braddon here, there's the Joey Dunlop Foundation House there, and the guys still a big crowd of people out. That's the churchyard, isn't it, out of Braddon. Here comes John McGuinness. He's the man that's got it's Glen Helen here, of course, up towards Sarah's cottage, yeah, but he's the one that's coming to the conditions first, yeah.
And that's the thing. And the thing is that these marshals have the diminished adhesion flag out all the time. This is Keith Amor going through the same spot. So, I don't know, you know, some parts of this track are completely dry. We're at Sarah's cottage now, going up to, it's called Craig Willis Hill, onto Cronky, a series of left, right, left bends, and then onto a real big, long straight.
Yeah, already word is coming through, the fast guys out there, and it is the two Dunlop boys, and Gary Johnson's in the mix as well.
Yeah, well, you would expect that, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Gary Johnson, though, has had some problems with that bike. Let's hope they've got that sorted out at the moment. Here he comes, Michael, number 9. He'll be chasing his brother, actually, on the Wilson Craig Honda.
Absolutely.
Started 10 seconds in front of him.
Yep. And we're riding with Michael Dunlop now, and
using up all the road, as always.
This is, how can they spot weather? I mean, they obviously do. Look at that. That goes from perfectly dry to completely wet as Bruce Anstey brakes very gingerly, I've got to say, for Ramsey Hairpin.
You can actually see the wet on the rear tyre there. The only good news is, James, is that the tyres are pretty hot, because on the dry stuff it gets some temperature in it.
And the speed they're doing on the straights.
OK, Keith Amor is about to pass John McGuinness, surely. We saw the way he caught him up, and he's coming through.
He's going to struggle there, I think. Yeah. I thought so.
A second look at that one.
Yeah, you use all the road. You've got to be... I mean, all these riders care for each other. They don't want to make any mistakes and cost anybody any, you know, a crash or whatever. They really have to make these passes count and do it in a place where they know they can get through safe.
Well, I heard Keith Amor say in the morning that he wasn't going out if it was wet. Well, he's out, and he's actually going pretty good, isn't he?
He is, yep. So Amor, John McGuinness, and now... Guy Martin's joined the party, and it's sometimes easy, you know, to sit behind somebody and follow them when conditions are like this, although it is really dry up the mountain now. But you just see what somebody else is doing. I think Guy Martin will be keen to get past John McGuinness because he's seen Keith Amor clear enough in the distance.
But they are really, the two Dunlop boys are now really stretching away. They're really pulling away from these guys.
I think these guys are going fairly quick over the mountain where they know and they can see that it's dry like we can. But I think where the Dunlop brothers are going to gain the time is the bottom section, you know, in towards Ramsey, the tree line sections. There we go.
This is Michael, and it's these trusty R6 Yamaha that he's won here back in 2009. Had some problems with it. It was an oil seal problem. He says it's fixed. Let's hope for his sake it is.
And there he goes, helicopter shot. You can get an idea of speed, but you know this.
Wow, foot off the footrest then. I hope that's not an oil leak again.
Well, it's the same side. It was the right-hand side that the oil leak was.
Okay,
Gary Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep. Going through Guthrie's. He was going quite well, you know, down at Balafi.
That's not right. That's not right, because he was fast at Glen Helen, but he's dropped back, so he's got a problem again.
Yep.
Back with Keith Amor.
Still on the pipe.
Yeah, into Bungalow.
Yep.
Dry here. It looks fairly dry over those railway lines, the tram lines. Oh no.
He's got a problem.
Yeah. That's cut out.
I don't know what it was, but it was like almost the pit lane speed limiter stuck on there to me. It was.
Well, it sounds sweet again. It's certainly not going to be fuel on the first lap, is it? So, how weird was that? Anyway, he's lost so much time and speed there.
That's Cameron Donald just giving him the business there.
Well, quite peculiar. I don't know what was going on with Keith Amor there, but hopefully that will get sorted out. It's unusual for it to cut out like that and then come back in again. Okay, down to the tram line at the bungalow. Over they go, and we should get some times now because the others have already gone through there.
Out of Governor's Dip onto the Glen Crutchley Road. We'll get some times as soon as they go over the start and finish.
John McGuinness is not enjoying this. He's right down in 10th position.
Yeah, and other people not enjoying it. Keith Amor, he's down in 7th, Ansi 6th, and Guy Martin only in 4th.
On board with Keith Amor, and those clouds are still up there. Still looks rather threatening, doesn't it? Through they go, just as quick as you like at the bottom of Bray Hill.
Oh, and there you go, Steve. Gaz Johnson in, he's out.
Yeah, there's confirmation of it. Look how close it is. Less than 2 seconds with the two Dunlop boys. Donald, Martin, Neen and Anstey. That is your top 6. This is down into Union Mills now, on board with Keith Amor. And it looks greasy here.
Yeah, it does actually. There's still damp patches. Oh!
Oh, he's off. Wow. Keith Amor has slid out of it.
Tell you what, I was frightened then. I know there's a big wall on the outside of that.
That is a lucky man there. You can see how damp it is. Right, we're looking back from John McGuinness. Whoa, just lost it. Back went, front went, it laid down.
He nearly took his teammate John McGuinness with him. Oh, here we go. Oh, Cameron Donald's out of the seat, as is Guy Martin.
Foot off the Keith Amor. There's got to be so greasy there.
Yep.
Wow, I'm surprised that the other guys stayed on. Did you see that?
Absolutely, yep.
Oh, incredible stuff. Luckily, he's up and okay. The bike isn't, though. It's hit the barrier, hasn't it?
Yep.
Right, back round here to by Handley's there. Now, Michael Dunlop is really still on the money because he's got mixed in with these guys.
Yeah, I don't think they know what to do. There's lots of rain on, and this is Michael Dunlop, and he's still on it. Everybody else looking out.
McGuinness is pulling out, isn't he? Hand up at that.
Michael Dunlop isn't.
Wow, he's after that 3rd win, isn't he? These were the type of conditions where he won, and he's absolutely flying. Everyone else is backed off, but Michael Dunlop, we're on board with him. The R6 Yamaha street sweep machine, he's not backing off at all.
He's not. And that's his brother.
Yeah, it is.
That's his brother.
Yeah, the elder brother.
Together, he's still on it as well, is William.
Down into Kirkmichael, Douglas Road corner here. And we're on board with Michael Dunlop. He's just passed his brother William. There's a shot from the helicopter as they go through there. Rest of the guys, I've got a feeling John McGuinness is pulling out.
I think you're right. I think Martin and Donald are doing the same.
Yeah, well, they obviously think, oh, red flags are out. It's been decided. The race has been stopped.